Hello students. There's a quote that I like. It goes like this. Perfection is the enemy of good enough. Many of us want to be perfect in everything that we do. Like just today, I put up a premiere that I had pre-recorded and I thought it was okay. I didn't check, and then I realized as it was going that the sound was completely off. So my voice was really quiet compared to the video that I was showcasing. And I was kind of mortified. I was like, oh my God, this premiere is going up. The sound is all off. People are just gonna think I'm an idiot. Many of you already do, but for other reasons that involve vegan phobia. But I deliberated about it. Should I take it off or not? And left it up for a couple of hours. But now, eventually I just went back and I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna take the video down. So I did. And the video was actually about Bosch.tv. It was about great vegan recipes, but I can just redo that. I'm gonna go back and revisit that site and many others in the future. But I just want to talk to you about the quote that goes like that perfection is the enemy of good enough. Now, it's a fine line though, right? When is something actually not good enough? That's what's hard to tell. But what I really want to encourage you guys to do is to put things out there in the world anyway, even if it's not perfect. One of the things that I remember that made me realize in life that it's important to take risks. And it's not the end of the world if you fail at things. It really isn't. You know, if you get kicked out of a club, if you get kicked out of, I got kicked out of TikTok, if something happens, like, we are so much more resilient than we actually think that we are. So what happened was, I was at a concert one time. You guys are not going to remember this because it was a long time ago. It was called Lilith Fair. It was all these women on stage singing. And one of the singers, who I really liked, she had a beautiful voice, her name was Jewel. And in the middle of singing to thousands of people at this outdoor concert, she forgot the lyrics to her song. So she just stood there and goes, guys, I don't remember where I am in this song. I don't remember the lyrics. Do you guys remember? And the audience started singing back to her. And then she was like, oh yeah, that's where I am. And it was just one of those moments where you just kind of like, everyone sort of laughed. And it was just so great because her attitude was, okay, like, I'm human. I forget things. And everyone just forgave her. So whenever I am stuck between should I do something or not, I have a couple of things in mind. One is, when in doubt, check it out. So this sort of encourages a little more bravery than the average person would have. Now, of course, you can't be too silly about it. You don't want to take ridiculous risks. But this idea of perfection is the enemy of good enough is a really good quote that reminds us that we can actually do a lot more than we think we can. Hi, sweetie pie. Always makes my day to see dogs. It's not Bella. She looks like her though. Yeah, so I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're doing vegan activism, whatever it is, don't worry too much. The most important thing is that you're out there with, honestly, your heart in the right place to defend the animals. Maybe you don't have all the right answers. Maybe somebody's asking you about B12 and you're just a new vegan and you're like, I don't really know. What your answer should always be is, I'm here because I care about the animals. I don't want them to suffer. I just don't want to eat them. I don't want to wear them. I don't want to use them. I feel bad because I used to do that. And if that's not a good enough answer for somebody, then it's okay, just walk away. Remember, it's not your full responsibility to veganize somebody. Your only responsibility is just to do your best in the moment with the tools that you have, right? So as long as your heart's in the right place, you'll be okay. And you can always tell people, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. Let's say you don't know how much B12 somebody's supposed to take, or how much omega-3 and omega-6. And maybe they're asking you about, something, I don't know, it could be anything about veganism. Like, studying veganism is really complex. There's so much to know about all the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients, just in the food itself. You almost need a 4-year degree in nutritional science to know what to tell people. And then it comes to vegan dog food. That's a whole other thing. And then there's the whole part about the animals. Like, there's so many different things to know about the animals. But essentially what you can tell people is this. I know that being vegan is healthy for you. I know that being vegan is great for the animals. I know that being vegan is great for the environment. And you could say, I will send you some resources. And if you don't have those resources yet, you can just go ahead and Google them and find out later and send it to them later. Just don't let your fears stop you. Vegans are among the bravest people that walk around. Now, many people think to themselves, well, there's nothing brave about being vegan. But there's everything brave about being vegan, because everywhere you go, you will get people looking at you negatively, questioning everything, all the time angry with you, all the time trying to challenge you. And all you're doing is trying to save the innocent from harm. So don't let it stop you. Walk with your head up. Walk with your chin up. And if you fall down or something happens, I mean, fall down emotionally where you're really upset and sad, you know, it's okay to have a little cry in your bed sometimes and say, oh, I didn't do the right thing. I'm not sure what I did. What could I do better next time? But then never dwell there. Okay, I know a vegan who just recently wrote to me and said that he was driving along and some woman on her yard was shooing away a cat that was a stray cat, and he was driving and he ran into this cat. Now, can you imagine how devastating that would be for you if you're an animal rights activist and you accidentally kill a cat? It's absolutely horrific. This person was crying and just feeling so terrible, and then just hating the human that was trying to scare away this cat, because that's what happened. This cat got scared because this woman shooed the cat off her property. And, you know, it's easy to just give up on humanity and say, you know, I hate everybody, or, you know, this world's a terrible place, nothing will ever change. You can think that way, but what good does it do the animals? They don't need you to be perfect. None of us are perfect. Don't let that get in the way. Perfection is the enemy of, it's good enough. Okay, now when it came to my video, I took it down because I thought, you know, that isn't good enough. For me, I left it up for a few hours and I thought about it. And I thought, you know what, I can just redo that video. All right, so I hope this helps you guys to remember that you're good enough the way you are. Just keep at it. And coming up on screen are going to be a bunch of other videos. I hope you guys click on them and be curious about my channel here. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe to this channel. You know, help me. Press the notification bell. That way you can help me get these animals out of hell. That's the kind of life they're living right now. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next video. Chin up. Keep going. Don't give up.